Welcome to the CenturyLink Field Facility Safety Training. This video will outline the general rules and regulations pertaining to facility safety for employees of First and Goal Incorporated. Please note, First and Goal Incorporated will be referred to as FGI in this video. When you are stacking material, make sure to store material neatly, interlocking it where possible to prevent shifting or falling. Do not store heavy materials on top of fragile or crushable materials. Materials should be stored only on shelving or racks with sufficient rated capacity. Maintain a minimum of 18 inches of clearance below sprinkler heads so they can operate effectively in the event of a fire. If you are storing combustibles, keep combustible materials away from a source of ignition. When using storage racks, you must secure material storage racks to the floor or a wall where there is a height-to-depth ratio greater than 3:1. If racks can be fastened together to achieve a 3:1 ratio, no securement is required. Inspect pallet racks and shelving on a regular basis. When using hand trucks, be sure to push a hand truck rather than pull it wherever possible. However, if assisting someone, push the hand truck from the rear, not from the side, and stand where you can see ahead clearly. When pulling a hand truck, do not jerk it to get over an obstruction. Pull with a steady force. Do not walk backward while pushing or pulling a hand truck or wagon. Do not ride on hand trucks or wagons. When stacking loaded pallets, determine how much the material and packaging can support. Stack pallets only as high as the material on the bottom of the stack can support. Inspect pallets for damage and stability. The forklift operator must warn others working near the stacking operations. When loading and unloading cars, trucks, and trailers, chalk wheels of cars, trucks, and trailers spotted at doors and platforms before loading or unloading. Use truck jacks at the front of trailers in addition to chalking, where trailers are not attached to tractors. Make sure all transfer equipment, gangplanks, transfer plates, etc., is properly secured before using it. Do not place gangplanks, transfer plates, or skids in doorways of trailers coupled to a truck unless there is protection against movement. Do not load and unload a trailer truck while the truck is being coupled or uncoupled. Sharp edges can be dangerous. Be sure to eliminate sharp or ragged edges and nails on drums, cans, and kegs when using them as shipping containers. Carefully handle branding material and tools as follows. Wear cut-resistant or leather gloves to protect your hands from sharp edges of banding. Use only band cutters to cut steel bands. Place scrap banding in suitable containers for disposal, or move it to a designated area. In the area of hazardous material handling and complying with regulations, you must handle all hazardous materials, wastes, and substances as defined by the DOT and EPA, according to federal, state, and local regulations and company policy. An authorized employee must supervise the task. Handle fluorescent or neon tubes carefully. If they break, do not inhale the dust and vapor. Dispose of in accordance with FGI policy. Carefully store and dispose of pressure spray containers. Do not expose them to excessive heat. Dispose of them per state law. If you attend or run a job safety briefing, here are some important things to know. All individuals involved in a task should attend the briefing. A job safety briefing is a two-way communication tool to ensure that every team member is alert and focused on the job, knows what is to be done, and knows how it will be accomplished. If you see a better way to do the job or are not confident about what you will be doing, talk about it. We do this to ensure that your job is done right the first time, without injuries or damage, and that you meet FGI standards. The briefing should occur at the beginning of the job or at any time during the job as conditions change or new tasks are started. Job safety briefings should be located on the job, at the work site, in the locker room, or wherever the whole crew can get together. The following elements are essential to any job safety briefing: the statement of job, the assignment of tasks and responsibilities, the identification of existing and potential hazards, required tools, equipment, and materials, necessary safeguards and procedures, and feedback and questions. When participating in a job safety briefing, Be sure to leave the briefing knowing the answers to these questions. What will I be doing? What is the plan of attack? What are the potential hazards? What safeguards must be used? What do I do if a hazard emerges? What special conditions should I watch for? And when should we stop and rebrief? Also, make room for special conditions. If the job is complex enough, brief it in portions. When determining whether or not to do the briefing in portions, it's good to ask yourself these questions. What portions work best? And what changes in job conditions require a rebriefing? Note, follow-up is very important in job safety briefings. Each person must check frequently to see that the job is proceeding according to the plan as discussed in the job safety briefing, and that any hidden hazards are identified and addressed. Think of follow-up as a way to make sure everyone stays alert. This concludes the training on facility safety. Thank you for watching. Please follow all the rules and regulations provided in this training to maintain a safe work environment. And if you ever have questions, please contact your supervisor or manager.